Hello guys, I'm Lina, and in today's video we are going to do a book challenge for a week. Actually, we are going to do a different challenge every day of the week so I can read more. I have been reading for Wing since like the late August, and it is now early October, so I've been reading this book more than a month. And there's a fly here that is really pissing me off. I wanted to remind you guys to like and subscribe my channel, and all my social media will be in the description. For the first challenge, I want to randomize the number of hours I'm going to read today. By the way, I'm in a different ambient because I'm trying to catch the last few sunlight of the day, because I really wanted to record this video and start this challenge today. Okay, I have there to generate a number between 1 and 5. 5 hours not a lot of hours reading, but it's already like 7 p.m, so it's already a bit late. So let's generate a number. It's 3. So today I'll be reading 3 hours of Full Swing. My goal is in the end of the week I will have read all this book. So I'm currently in the page 155, and this book has 498 pages. By the way, if you want to join me in this challenge, you can. So today is a Thursday, but you can do whenever you want. Hello, we are here outside again. I had to read for 3 hours, and I read for 2 hours and 48 minutes, I think. So I read from the page 155 to 207. Today is Saturday, so I did read yesterday, but I didn't film anything. Today's challenge was to read in a different ambience, so I read in a restaurant. I read like 7 pages at a restaurant. I read more when I came home, so I read from the page 207 to 214, and from 214 to 223. Today's challenge and tomorrow's challenge, since it's weekend, I wanted to do that 24-hour reading challenge, and I'll be reading 12 hours today and 12 hours tomorrow. I'm already 3 hours on it. 3 hours on it. And let me tell you guys that this book is like, I wasn't much into it, I wasn't much involved, but now I am. Like, Zayden Wilson, tell me more. And yeah, I stopped in a part where I was really invested, because I really need to record this, because maybe I'll forget later. But I'm here recording this and dying to go back reading. So tomorrow I will update you guys. Bye. Hello, it's Sunday now, and yesterday I read for about 11 hours and 16 minutes, something like that, and I read from the page 223, I guess, to the page, what, to the page 223. So I read 100 pages. No, I read 200 pages. The maths aren't mathing. I just want to say that I finished Fourth Wing. So today I read from page 423 to 498. So what is this book? Like, it's a very 3.5 stars book. It's good fantasy. It kept me entertained. It had the romance. It had a little bit more romance than I was expecting. And since I'm a fan of fantasy, I've read numerous of those fantasies. I wasn't much surprised. I keep a pencil with me while I'm reading, and if you read all my notes, you will see that I have predicted almost every plot twist of the book. So the book is really cliche, you know. We have the main character that didn't want to be a savior, she wanted to just read her books. And oh no, she had to fight, and she has this overprotective best friend that doesn't let her breathe. And we have the strong female best friend and clown male best friend, and we have the enemy that at some point is the person that she trusts the most. And super cliche, but I was entertained, so I gave it 3 stars and not 1. So I mean, it's a good book. I would recommend it to you if you want to read a fantasy and you've never really read a fantasy. If you like fantasy and you have read more books, I wouldn't recommend this to you as a mind-blowing fantasy. Just if you want to have some fun, it is also a little bit bigger than I think it should be. Also, this last battle scene kept me so bored. I was so bored. I mean, it could also be because English is not my main language, and at some points I just don't quite understand much what is going on. But I was kind of bored, I must say to you. But I had to read it because something important could happen, and it does. So even though it's boring, read the last battle scene. And yeah, for the first like 30% of the book, I was also really bored. So yeah, I would cut some parts of this book, but it's not my favorite book. It's not as good as some people tell and say, but it's my experience as a reader, and with all the books I've read before, this is like 3 stars, 3.5 stars max book. For the rest of our challenge, going for We Have Always Lived in the Castle, because it's a 200 pages book. Hello, it's Monday now, and as I said yesterday, I started We Have Always Lived in the Castle. I don't have an opinion yet. I have only read for like 2 to 3 hours, I can remember, and I only read like 30 pages. It wasn't much. It's pretty similar to other books written in this time, with a lot of description, and I cannot say much about it, but I'm quite excited because it's October, and I think it's written in the Gothic style, so I'm quite excited. Today's challenge is to switch my screen time with the with reading time. So I want to read as much as I spent on my cell phone in the past Monday, if that makes sense. So I spent 2 hours and 23 minutes on my phone, so that's the time I will spend reading today. I'll come back with more updates. God, I'm so cute today. Look at this. Hello, today is Tuesday, and yesterday I had to read 2 hours and 23 minutes, I guess, but I read for 2 hours and 15 minutes, and I'm reading We Have Always Lived in the Castle, and I still need to read like 50 pages. And honestly, today's challenge is just to read. I want to finish We Have Always Lived in the Castle, but if I can't, it's fine, because I'm just so tired of school that if I read like 3 pages, I'm fine. I just want to take a bath and just lay on my bed. That's just what I want. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. It's now Wednesday and the last day of our week book challenges. So my challenge was to read a book in one day. But since I hadn't finished We Have Always Lived in the Castle, I decided to finish it, and I have. This story is told in the point of view of the younger sister who lives in the castle with her older sister and their elder uncle. All of their family members also lived in the castle, but they died before the book starts in dinner because of poisoning, and the older sister. Oh, I cannot tell this, can I? I don't know. Anyways, these 3 members of the family, they are the only ones who survive, and they stay in the castle, and they just don't leave for anything. Just the main character, she goes shopping for groceries. They live in a village, and everyone in the village knows about the big accident, and everyone gossips about their family. That's why they don't live in the older sister. Does everything in the house. She cooks, she cleans, but she doesn't want to go out because she knows people will judge her and talk bad to her, so she just doesn't leave. But then actually it happened something that will mess with their lives, and I don't think I should tell you because it happens in almost 50% of the book. Like, the book has 200 pages, so what happens in the page 100 is already 50% of the book, so it could kind of ruin your experience. I don't know. I was entertained. Like, there was a part where a guest, an unwanted guest, goes to have tea, and they're like telling how the accident happened, and oh boy was I entertained. I laughed. I literally laughed, since this book talks about a big family accident. Of course, the humor is going to be really dark and even inappropriate. So this was the video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you want to follow me in my social media, all of them will be in the description box. Bye.